All right, I'm going to tell you a story. This is the story about a little girl who goes to her grandma and grandpa's house every year for the holidays. She loves going there. She loves seeing family and friends that she hasn't seen all year and catching up with them and just basically having a good time. Her favorite part of the whole season, though, is the food that they cook. They prepare meals that they really don't make during the course of the year. So that's really fun for her. And sitting around the table with family and friends and catching up on what's been going on over the course of the last year is really a good time. Her favorite meal is New Year's Day because everybody knows that traditionally, if you have pork and sauerkraut on New Year's Day, it brings you good luck for the rest of the year. And her family believes that also. But her grandmother has a really peculiar tradition. She goes out every year and buys this gigantic roast. She takes out her 1 foot measure and she cuts it off at a foot and throws the rest of it away. The little girl never questions this because she just figures that her grandma knows better because she's very wise, and she figures that maybe she knows of a way to get better luck to come to the family for the next year rather than just the standard pork and sauerkraut meal. Well, as she gets older, she starts to question this and she thinks, there's starving kids in the world and there's people who don't have enough food to eat, and this seemed pretty wasteful to her, so she decided to ask her grandma why she cuts off the end of the roast and throws it away. Her grandma said it's really quite simple. I only have a 1 foot roasting pan. Well, this might seem like a really silly story, and you might have already even heard it before. I know I had heard it before when I heard it this time. But if you think about it, isn't this the way a lot of us go about setting our dreams and goals? We only have so big of a container that we can fit them in. And if that container, if they reach the walls, we have to cut the rest of them off and throw them out. Because what happens to them if they don't fit into our preconceived notion of how big our dreams can be? When we were little, we used to dream huge dreams. We could be anything we wanted to be. I know I used to always dream that I could fly. I could fly without a plane. I mean, that was my dream. That was my huge dream. And when I was a child, I never thought that couldn't happen. I thought that could really be a possibility. But when you're a child, think about the dreams you dream. You dream about being an astronaut, being a pilot, being, a doctor, a lawyer, whatever you want to dream, you can be. As we get older, though, the fear creeps in, the doubt creeps in. The next door neighbor who tells us that we just can't do that really sets us up for failure. And our dreams and goals kind of go out the window, and our roasting pan becomes this big, and we cut the rest of them off and throw them away. I'm going to challenge you to really dream big dreams. Really set your why like there are no limits. Les Brown has a saying that if you shoot for the moon, even if you land among the stars, you're still going to be in a really good place. And that's so true. Because if you don't shoot really big, you're not going to land really big. So throw away your roasting pan, get rid of those preconceived walls that you have that you just can't, and dream as big as you can dream. Set your why as big as you can think it. Don't worry about how it's going to happen. All you need to do is know your why and your what. The how will take care of itself, and that will happen. You just have to decide on what it is you want, and most importantly, why you want it, and the how is going to take care of itself. So let's throw away our preconceived notions, let's dream big dreams, and let's set ourselves up for a great life.